Hey folks, this is Vince and Natalie with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're gonna play Star Trek The Next Generation deck building game. This game supports 2 to 5 players, it's for ages 13 and up, and the average play time is 60 to 90 minutes. Now I have covered this game before previously on my channel, so if you've seen it, great, you have a good idea of how it works. But this is Idalee's first time playing, and admittedly it's been a while since I've played, so I'm going to go ahead and do another refresher on the rules for the sake of those that are new to my channel and for her sake, as well as mine, because I'm very forgetful. So, what is this game all about? Well, as the name implies, it's a deck builder set in the Next Generation universe. You've got iconic characters like Captain Picard, well, there's Todd, maybe not so iconic there, there's Sela, Natasha Yar. It just so happens that mother and daughter are on the table at the same time. If you have no Star Trek bones in your body, then none of these characters will be familiar to you, but hopefully, if you're watching this, more than likely, you have an inkling as to what Star Trek is all about. So, at the beginning of the game, there's 3 scenarios, first off. There's the exploration scenario, which is a versus scenario. Then there's the Borg scenario, which is a cooperative scenario. And then you've got the Klingon scenario, which I believe is like a team battle kind of thing. This is the basic exploration scenario. The way to set that up, you're going to have purple cards, and you're going to have, I think they're yellow cards? Yeah, yellow exploration cards and purple starship cards. You're going to take those and shuffle them into this event deck here, and well, the Explore deck. And this is the primary way to earn points. Throughout the game, we're going to be exploring this deck. Different cards are going to be coming up. Missions, if we complete missions, we'll be able to put them into our score pile. Some events will pop up, and those are things that we have to resolve immediately, or possibly we get to keep them and play them later. Then there's starships. Starships can be defeated for points. You can also use diplomacy to replace the starting starship that you have. We each start with one of these. It's very basic starships, but there's iconic ships in the deck here that if we have enough diplomacy and enough speed, which is 2 of the 4 stats that are listed on the bottom here, if we have enough stats, we can capture it and we can start using it, and we'll have better stats to take on these other missions that are in here. So, so we're going to take all the purple cards and all of the yellow cards, put them into one deck, and that's what this is. We also start with 10 cards. There's 3 of these ensigns, 2 of these lieutenants, and 5 other special cards that are starter cards. So we each start with a 10 deck deck here, or 10 card deck, I should say. This is the Starbase deck, where there's a ton of cards here. You're going to shuffle. They're all blue bordered. You're going to shuffle these up, and you're going to deal out 9 like this, and that's the pool from which we can buy cards from. The cost to buy them is in the upper right-hand corner here, and as you can see, they have different abilities, and they add stats to your starship, so whenever you play them, and if there's a battle or something, your starship will be buffed. Normally the starship would be 0008. Now it's 3, 2, 1, and 8. So you're going to be playing characters during battles that may take place with your starship to buff up its stats. Okay? And so you're going to be taking cards from here, putting them into your discard pile, and when you run out of cards in your primary deck, you're going to shuffle your discard pile into your primary deck, and then you're going to start cycling cards that you've purchased from previous rounds. There's also these basic characters. There's Commander, Lieutenant, and Ensign. They're basically just used for buffing your ship and using their XP to buy more cards. XP is the currency in this game, basically. If you see a card that has XP on it, that's your buying power. And again, the cost is in the upper right-hand corner of these here. So at the beginning of your turn, you're going to deal 5 cards to yourself. I guess you should deal that at the end of your turn, when your turn's over. But you're going to have 5 cards at the beginning of your turn. And you can do one of 2 things during your turn. There's an action phase and a trash phase. You can do one or the other. And the action phase primarily is you can play cards, as many as you want. You can use their buying power to purchase cards from here. You can... You have one... not explore. I forget that. There's not search. That's it. Search. One time you can search, meaning that if you don't like a card here, you can move it to the discard pile and draw a new card to replace it. So if there's a particular card that's sort of an eyesore, and you just don't want to see it there anymore, you can one time on your turn get rid of one of these, discard pile, draw a new one. You also have one explore, which is flip one of these over. In order to complete some of these missions, you'll need to spend an explore. So you're probably wondering, well, if I'm spending my one explore on my turn to flip this, then how do I complete it on my turn? Most, if not all, of these missions that come up give you a flip effect of +1 explore. So you're spending an explore to flip it, but the card gives you another +1 explore, so you can use that explore that you just earned to complete it if you can, and then move it to your score pile. If you don't want to do the action phase, that is play cards, possibly explore, possibly search, you can instead trash, and that is take a card from your hand and trash it. Remove it from the game, basically. If it's one of these basic characters, you add it back to that. If it's a starter card, remove it from the game. If it's something from a star base here, you just put it back into the discard pile. But the trash phase is just to thin your deck out so that you're not drawing crappy cards in the future. And we're going to be taking turns back and forth until we earn 400 points. And that's the gist of it. There may be some other things that come up, like battling. I think combat in this game is the most complicated. Whenever a purple card comes up from this deck, you have two options with it. You can use diplomacy to capture it and then start using it. Your old ship goes into your point pile. Or you can battle it, and if you defeat it, you earn points as well. These dice are ways to track your health. One thing I forgot to mention is, in addition to using your XP to buy cards, you can also spend 1 XP to bring your health back up to its maximum health value. Oh, wow. So if you don't want to buy any cards, and your health is at like 2 or something, you can spend 5 XP to bring it from 2 to 7. Okay? So you can do combat here. Now combat is done in speed order. So highest speed goes first. And it's just a one-time shot. I'll shoot once, and then the enemy will shoot once. And then if I can defeat it, then great. If not, then this card goes to the bottom of the deck. When we're battling each other, however, for the most part, it's the same thing. We do not use the diplomacy on each other to capture each other's ships. It's just pure combat. Highest speed goes first, and then we attack each other, we do damage, and we do whatever the card says. There's some cards in here that force a battle, and the winner of the card is the person that will have the highest attack value, or whatever the card has us compare at the end of that. If we're both undefeated, then whoever has the highest stat or whatever would win the card. So there's some nuances to combat that can be a little confusing, but for the most part, that is it. So I guess go ahead and, if you want to go first, draw your 5 cards. I'll go ahead and do the same. This is our starter hand. And go ahead and take your turn. So this is what I have, in case you guys are curious while she's thinking. So I've got this card, which gives me that. I've got... okay, that's kind of nice.
So 5 cards, right?
Yeah. There are some cards that let you do special things.
Yeah. Alright. So, I mean, it doesn't make sense to hide any of it.
No, you're gonna play all of them. It doesn't matter. You get +1 search.
So this is my cost? Like, this is the amount I can spend to...
Well, let's take a look at what you have. You've got +1 XP. Okay, so you've got 3 XP there. Now, you've got that Geordie LaForge card over there.
Right. Discard any number of cards from your hand, then draw the same number of cards.
Right, so if you don't like those 2 cards, you can play this to draw 2 more. Okay. Like, if you think the 3 XP here isn't going to be enough, there's another lieutenant and 2 more ensigns in your deck. So if you think that your 3 XP is not enough to buy what you want, you can discard those other cards over there into your discard area to draw other cards.
Oh, I see, okay.
But if you think your 3 XP is going to be enough to do what you want, then great.
Well, I can't buy anything with 3 XP, except for, like, one of these.
Right.
So, I will do this. Discard any number of cards from your hand and draw the same number of cards.
Okay, so you're going to discard those 2 cards over there, Tricorder and the Evasive Maneuvers.
Yeah.
Okay.
So...
Now, what does the Tricorder do? Let me actually take a look.
+1 search.
Okay, +1 search. Nice. The search is this.
Yeah.
So
I'm technically not discarding this. I'm just using it, right?
Yeah, you're using it.
So I'm only drawing up to 2, right?
Correct.
So 1, 2.
Pretty sure, yeah. So now you've got 4 XP, which
is blah.
Yeah.
Okay.
In case I didn't mention it, we're playing the exploration game. There were 3 scenarios: exploration, Borg, and Klingon. This is the versus exploration game.
So I guess.
And you have unlimited buying, so you're not limited to buying 1 card.
Yeah.
So if you have enough XP, you can buy 2 cards, whatever.
I almost want to flip.
The flip what?
That thing.
Oh.
That's the explore option, right?
Yeah.
That's dangerous, though, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, if you don't have the crew members to handle whatever comes up, you could take some ship damage.
I have 1 speed right now, and 5 attack. Do you think that would be enough?
If you think. I mean, it's up to you.
I'll just purchase this one.
You're going to purchase that.
Can I purchase?
You can purchase more. That's a cost of 3.
Yeah.
So that means you have 1 XP left out of the 4 that you have.
Oh, man.
So you have 1 XP left.
Yeah.
But that's typical of a game like this.
Yeah, I know.
In the beginning.
I'm trying to decide whether I should even bother with this.
Well, that costs 1, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's up to you. Ensigns will clutter up your deck.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just saying.
Ugh. Alright, go ahead.
Alright, so that goes into your discard pile, and you're going to draw 5 more. Now, because you don't have 5, you're going to shuffle this up, and you're going to draw 2 to add to your hand there.
Okay.
Alright, so my turn. I'm going to take a look at all these. Might as well just put them out on the table. +1 for the ensign. I get +1 search. Upgrade 1 character in your hand or bridge to a character from the starbase costing up to 2 more. I'm actually going to play that to trade in this to upgrade the ensign to a lieutenant. So I'm going to get rid of my ensign and take the lieutenant.
Oh, you can't take the commander? Because it's 2 or more?
No, it has to be 2 or more. This costs 1, this costs 3, that's 2 more. Yeah.
This is 2 or more.
2 more. Not 2 or more, 2 more.
I thought it said 2 or more.
No, 2 more. There's no or.
Sorry.
You're fine. So that's discarded, because I did all that. And then I've got discarding a number of cards from your hand, then draw the same number of cards if I want to do that. This is just phasers, which gives me attack power. I get +1 search with this. I could explore now, but I don't know if I would... I shouldn't do that. Okay, so... Alright, I'm going to use this to discard these 2 to draw 2 cards. So I'm going to go 1, 2. And that stunk. Okay, so it's an ensign and evasive maneuvers. I'm not going to spend this 1 ensign to buy another ensign. So that ends my turn. I'm going to deal myself some more cards and shuffle my discard pile up.
Now it's my turn?
It is now your turn.
2, 3, 4, 5. Upgrade 1 character in your hand or bridge to a character from Starbase costing up to 2 or more.
Okay, so you're gonna...
I'm gonna actually take this.
And turn it into a commander?
Yes.
The red one? Okay.
So this goes back.
Yep.
And
Now you can't use... Yeah, you can't... Whatever a card you acquire has to go there as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so you'll be able to use him on a future turn.
That's gross. What? Really? This is... Oh, I thought upgrading just meant, like, just replacing it.
In most deck builders, anytime you acquire a card, it goes to your discard pile.
I know, but I thought upgrading was a different term. That's why I thought, I was, like, wondering why you didn't.
Well, that's the way I play it. I mean, maybe the manual has... Well, the manual can be a little vague in some places, and I've said this before. It sucks. So... I'm going to play consistently with what I know from other deck builders, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But at least we played consistently.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so you're done. So you draw 5 more cards. And, okay, so I've got Lieutenant, I've got Ensign, Phasers, and Evasive Maneuvers. Not very helpful here. So I've got 5 buying power. Maybe I might want to buy someone over here. Tasha is 5. Let's see what she adds to the table. Gives +2 attack. You may upgrade 1 maneuver in your hand or bridge to a maneuver from Starbase costing up to 2 more. A maneuver is one of these, like, these say maneuver on it. So if I were to take her and then she comes up along with one of these other cards, I could maybe take one that costs 3 here in my hand and upgrade it to one. Like, here's a maneuver of 5. Here's the transporter. So I could take one of these and upgrade it to one of these. I just don't know if I'm going to need that right now. But out of all of them, what's this? Sensor scan. When you explore, before you flip the top card, peek at the top card. You may move it to the bottom of the space deck, then continue exploring. So if I don't like what I see here, I can move it to the bottom and then flip again. So this is a way to mitigate bad things from happening to me if I buy it. You know what, I'm going to go ahead and buy Tasha Yar just to have her. So that's 2, 4, 5. That's 5 XP. All of these guys go into my discard pile. These go away as well, and I draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, all you. So this gets replaced. New one is Shield. It's 8 to buy it. It gives you 3 speed, which is the green value.
Cool. Okay, I will. That's 2 for 5. I also have 5 buying power, but I don't really like any of these cards. Move one character from your discard area to your hand. Well, that's any character, so you can look through your discard pile and...
Correct. So if you have a really good card in your discard pile, you can play that to move it to your...
Interesting.
Right.
Oh, man, this is tough.
Now, so that you guys can see what's going on, I'm going to move the camera up slightly and then zoom there. And I'm hoping that you guys can see more of that.
I will... Okay, I'll do something crazy. I'm gonna discard this.
Which is that? Which is this? Okay, okay. So you're going to upgrade. Okay.
It says to discard, right?
Yeah, discard
any
it.
number of cards from your hand. So I'm gonna discard these 2.
Okay. So yeah, put in there, and then you're going to draw more.
Draw 1.
And you have to shuffle your discard pile to draw 1 more for that effect.
Yeah.
And you're hoping that you get another.
I'm hoping I get
your commander or something.
or even another
Lieutenant.
Yeah. What's the blind guy's name?
Jordy.
Jordy. Yeah. Rainbow.
Reading Rainbow.
Reading
yes.
Rainbow. Yeah.
Or Roots.
I've never seen.
Okay. Well. All right.
I'm sorry. I'm not cultured enough.
I see.
That's funny.
Reading Rainbow is acceptable.
Okay. All right. So one more.
One more card for that. Yes.
Ah, that was terrible.
Evasive maneuvers.
Ugh.
Not helpful.
Yeah. No. No, I could get 2 searches, right?
What do you mean 2 searches?
Because I get 1.
2 searches meaning you can take a card from here, replace it, take it. Yeah, so you have up to 2 searches with that. 1 by default, 1 more with the tricorder.
Oh man, forget it. Oh,
You have 4 buying power.
I do.
Do you want to buy anything?
I'll buy this one.
You're going to buy another lieutenant. Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No,
Okay.
I can't.
You're fine.
I had 1 left.
And then you draw 5 more. Alright, so I've got these cards. Let's just go ahead and just play them. 1,
Oh, now you come up.
2, 3. Okay, so I've got upgrade 1 character in your hand. So I'm going to go ahead and upgrade the ensign to a lieutenant. I can discard this to draw replacements. I've got a lieutenant that gives... Okay, so I'm going to... With 2 buying power, that kind of stinks. I'll go ahead and use it to discard this so I can get... I'm going to draw 1, basically. And hope that I get something, you know... Ensign. So I have a buying power of 3. I will go ahead and buy a lieutenant.
Yes.
Alright. And that is my turn.
I'm going to use Jordy again to discard this one.
Okay.
Just the one. I'm gonna grab this.
Okay. Another ensign. Your favorite. Everyone's favorite.
It's crazy. I will use the upgrade thing to upgrade.
An ensign to a lieutenant?
Yeah.
Okay.
And, oh, yeah, he goes back there.
So you have 4 buying power.
I keep adding this. I keep thinking I have more.
Yeah, that's just the cost.
Yeah,
Mm.
so that's it.
Well, you gonna spend anything with that 4 buying power? You gonna buy another lieutenant, or you done?
So many lieutenants.
It's up. You don't have to. I'm just saying, like, the more you clutter your deck with lieutenants,
Yeah, no.
it's up to you. It's completely up to you.
Hold on.
It's how you want to build your deck. That's the beauty of deck builders.
1, 2, 3, 4. You know what? No, I will not.
All right.
Oh, I feel like that was a bad move.
Nah. All right. So I got those. So how am I going to do this? Starfleet Academy lets me upgrade. I could upgrade a lieutenant to a commander, but I've got 6 XP here. So part of me's like, I may want to buy something. Warp speed. You may discard 1 card from your hand. If you do, draw 1 card. But I've already got Jordy to do that 1 Jordy card. What would cost 6 that I might want? Everything's so expensive.
Yeah, it is.
Even with 6 XP, it's hard to.
That's what I was like wondering.
Well, that's at some point. We'll get enough commanders to be able to buy these.
Yeah.
You know.
Is 5 the normal amount to draw out to put in your tableau?
Yeah, typically.
Okay.
Unless something tells you to draw more cards.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna go ahead and upgrade this lieutenant to a commander. And you may upgrade 1 maneuver in your hand or bridge. I don't have any maneuvers, so she's kind of useless. This goes away. With 4 XP, I guess I'll go ahead and purchase another lieutenant. And that ends my turn.
Wow.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Jordy. I will discard any number of cards from my hand and draw the same number of cards.
You got a lot of ensigns there.
Yeah, but they're all useless.
Well, you've got 5 buying power with that, so you could buy 1 commander with him, or with all that if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Unless you use Jordy's ability to try and get other cards.
I almost want to.
This one costs 5 as well. This long range sensor scan. This transporter costs 5.
Oh crap! I don't remember. I upgraded one of them. Ah crap! I think I made a mistake last turn.
What do you mean?
I upgraded one of these,
Okay.
and instead of putting it back, I may have put it into my discard pile.
Did you?
I don't know. I don't remember. That's the thing.
I don't remember either. I wasn't paying attention.
That's okay.
If you want to get rid of one, go ahead.
No. Discard any number of cards from your hand. You know what?
You can always trash too if you don't like. You can always trash a card and then end your turn.
I'm gonna discard these 2.
Okay. It should draw 2 more using the.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, this is such a long shot.
Same
amount.
5 XP. Okay. You got a tricorder though.
Big deal. I don't like the tricorders.
Well,
Honestly.
I mean, if we want to refresh the grid a little bit better, we can. I'm just saying.
Move 1 character from your discard area to your hand.
That might be useful for when you need a commander or something.
Yeah. may move it to the bottom of the space stick, then continue exploring. I could really... You know what? I will take this.
The long-range sensor?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's your turn.
Yep, so you can discard all those. Jordy LaForge, cost 7. Remove up to 2 damage from your flagship when played. X is the amount of... Okay, that's shields. X equals the amount of damage that was removed from your flagship this turn plus 2. Okay, interesting. So basically 2 damage removed, so this would be 2 shields. He's a very good defensive engineer card. Nice.
How many lieutenants do we start off in the game?
2.
Was it 2?
Mm-hmm. Alright, so evasive maneuvers, tricorder, Geordie, phasers, and lieutenant. All crappy crap. I'm going to discard these 3 with the Geordie card and just draw 3 more cards.
Better.
5 XP with this. Alright. I will, with my 5 XP, I guess I'll take a commander. And that'll be that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Which one was this one again? Remove up to 2 damage from your flagship. Also not damage that was removed from.
That he has a variable shield stat. X is equal to however many damage you removed from your ship this turn.
It's only up to 2 though, right?
Yeah, unless you can remove damage other ways. Like if you play him and you've removed 4 damage, 2 from him and 2 from some other effect, then you'll have 4 shield for that encounter.
Yeah.
For that battle.
I will...
Shields, by the way, are played with the yellow stat to reduce damage.
I'm going to use this and upgrade this to a 3.
Okay. And you have 5 to spend, 5 XP.
Oh, you know what? Huh.
What are you looking for?
5 XP. I'm gonna use this.
The transporter, so that you can move things from your discard pile into your hand?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that'll help. I'm buying so many cards.
No, it's fine. Okay, so you got 1 there, and you can shuffle these up, get 4 more.
I think both of us are just too scared to explore.
I don't like to explore unless I've got the power to do it.
Yeah. What?
Okay, so I can upgrade, or I've got 5, 7, 9. I got it. I'm not gonna upgrade. I'm gonna use my 9. Count the big card. When I play this, I can get 1 commander into my hand.
That's really good.
He's got +2 speed. This is like a. The stats are hard to see down here because they're like +2, +2, +2, basically. All right, I'm going to buy.
I think if you grab that card, you win the game.
I do. Engage.
Make it so.
Make it so.
Why do you suck? You don't sound.
Engage.
You don't sound
Wrong
anything
one.
like him when you do that.
I grabbed it from the wrong deck.
Oh, well then.
I will. I'll shuffle that back in.
Okay.
I am shuffling this event deck because I drew 1 and I shouldn't have.
4, 5. 3, 4, 5, 6,
Shields.
7. I have
More
7.
shields. 7 XP?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the way to thing. 2, 3. Okay. So 7 XP. What am I gonna do with that? Oh, I can't. What is this one? You may discard 1 card from your hand if you do draw 1 card.
It's similar to that Geordie card.
Geordie, yeah.
Yeah, but in case you don't draw him that turn, that could be useful, I guess, maybe. Warp speed.
I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. This is tough.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm thinking. Ugh. I want. Oh, I can't have her. Can't invent except for 1, 2, 3, 4. Out of all of these.
You have 7 XP, you said?
Yeah.
Alright, well there's full ahead weapons, or fire weapons. That gives you 7 attack. That's crazy.
I know.
That's enough to blow anyone out of the water. Almost.
That's only if I pick it in the hand.
That's correct. Only if it comes up in your hand, and only if you battle someone that turn.
Yeah, this is hard. This is a really weird game.
Right. So I mean, you basically, if you want to stack your deck with these, you wait till they come up and then you explore or whatever. It depends.
Oh, so.
Like you can choose. You don't have to. Like we haven't explored this once yet, but when you start stacking your deck with these cards, whenever they come up in your hand. And you don't have any buying power, you can use your stats. It's up to you. I'm not trying to pressure you.
You're not trying to pressure me, I know.
I'm just saying, you do what you want. But in the future, now whenever an event comes up and this comes up,
it's very situational.
Well, now I don't know if you have any diplomacy. You get to draw 5 more for your hand. Impulse drive. X is equal to the number of characters. Okay, so that's shield. So this gives you 2 speed and 2 shields. X shields. X is equal to the number of characters on your bridge times 2. Wow, okay. So if I have 4 characters on my bridge, my shield becomes 8, which is ridiculous. Okay, so let's go ahead and play my cards. Ensign, Tricorder, Commander, Phasers, Natasha Yar. Do I have a maneuver? Okay, I've got a maneuver here.
Wow.
So I'm wondering if I can use her to upgrade a maneuver. I can upgrade this phaser maneuver.
What is this?
Basically, you may upgrade 1 maneuver in your hand or the bridge, which is this, to a maneuver from Starbase costing up to 2 more. So I can buy a maneuver here that costs 5.
Up to 5, yeah.
Right. So I can do the impulse drive. I can do, I don't really care for this tricorder. So I'm going to go ahead and use Natasha to get rid of it. Since this is a starter card, this would get removed from the game. I'm just going to put it off to the side here. And I'm going to take something from here instead. Something that costs 5. It has to be this one here, Impulse Drive.
What is that?
This one is, I get 2 speed and shields. Shields equal to the number of characters on your bridge times 2.
Wow.
So,
that's a lot of shielding.
Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead. Now that's just a free effect. I don't think I'm actually going to do any damage, or battle though. So I get 4 XP.
And you used her, right? You already used her?
It's a free effect. It's not something, I didn't use her.
Oh, I see. Cool.
You may upgrade 1 maneuver in your hand or bridge to a maneuver. Okay, yeah. So if I do anything,
I thought if you use their abilities, they get discarded.
Well,
because that's potentially saying that I can use this ability as long as...
Let me check the rulebook. Again, this rulebook sucks, but I will see how that works. Okay. It remains in your bridge until the end of your turn. So that was my bad. So I'll finish this with this discard, and then in the future, anytime you play an effect, it stays there.
What do you mean?
Meaning, in the future, starting from here on out, if you use that Geordie card to refresh, it stays on your table until the end of the round. It stays here until the end of your turn. Because there are stats on the bottom of these two that you may want to use when exploring.
Oh, okay. Well, it doesn't matter because we didn't explore.
Right. It doesn't really matter anything up to this, but at some point we're going to get to a point where we're going to want to use abilities and explore, and instead of having the choice, we're going to use the ability, keep it here, and then use the stats to help us.
Okay.
All right. So from here on out.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So 3, 4 XP. Now this stays here.
Yep.
But see, this would give me, see, I don't think I have enough speed though. That's the problem. With 4 XP, what the heck am I going to do with 4 XP?
Buy a lieutenant.
Yeah, really. I have so many already. That's the problem. And I'm going to be getting more from Captain Picard. So I'm just going to say, screw it.
Oh, I love your Captain Picard.
I'm just not going to buy anything. And I'm going to draw 5 more. So it is your turn.
Okay. Wow.
At some point, I'm going to have to start looking here because again, we can upgrade our ship and get better stats.
That's crazy.
Got all. Okay, so for those of you at home and want to know what these say, Ferric is his name. You may discard this card from your hand during another player's turn. If you do, reduce any one stat of that player's flagship by 2. +2 speed and +2 attack. Select one opponent. That player discards one card from their hand. You may gain that discarded card. What? Mm-hmm. Wow, that is ridiculous. I can steal your cards with that. I may want that just so you don't take mine. Well, I can discard a card that, you know.
I'm going to upgrade, I guess. And I'll do that.
But I won't know that you have that. That's the thing.
In this. Move one character from your discard area to my hand.
Okay.
Discard area. It doesn't really matter at this point because I'm not going to have any.
Yeah, you'll have, if you use your commander, you'll have 3 XP, but it's not enough to really get anything.
No, it's not. Unless...
Maneuvers and setups cost you 3 less. Maneuvers and setups being the side text here. +3 speed, +2 attack, +1 diplomacy. Shields just grant you 3 speed. Sela, name one card, peek at your opponent's deck, or hand. If they have that card in their hand, they must discard one copy of it. Wow! There's a lot of offensive, nasty cards in here.
Yeah.
+2, +2, +2.
I'm done.
You're done? Okay, so draw 5 more and then I'll...
Oh, Georgie, I needed you last year.
George?
Georgie.
Okay, so first of all, Starfleet Academy. I'm going to use it. Upgrade one character in your hand or bridge to a character... so I'm going to upgrade my lieutenant to a commander. Mm-hmm. So, this goes here. Commander. There. Captain Picard, you may gain 1 commander to your hand.
Wow.
Okay. Discard any number of cards from your hand, then draw the same number of cards.
That's for Jordy?
Yeah, but I don't think I want to do that because I may actually want to explore.
Go for it.
Because I've got +2, +2, +2, 0. I've got +1, +1, +1, +2, +1, +... So I'm going to go ahead and explore. Attack cruiser. Okay,
Whoa.
So let's see. This is bad for me. 7 speed, 10 defense. I'd have to... Okay, so basically I have to add up... Let's do this.
Add things.
I have to add things. So the question is, can I beat its diplomacy value?
That's 6.
Well, what you do is you do this. You stack the cards like this so that you can read... Okay, so I've got +2 shields. Okay, so I've got 5 speed. He's got 7. Mm-hmm. So he gets to shoot me first in a combat. I've got 4 attack. I've got 2 diplomacy, which is not an... Okay, and... Alright, so basically my ship is not equipped to take out this attack cruiser. So we have... Diplomacy does not work because my speed and my... Diplomacy do not outshine his. He gets to go first because his speed is larger than mine. Mm-hmm. He's going to hit me for 7 damage. I've got 2 shield.
So it's 5 damage?
Right, so I take 5 damage. 8 minus 5 is 3, so I'm down to 3 damage. Should you ever get defeated, you have to discard all your cards into your discard pile and you lose your turn, basically. Yeah. You also gain an ensign from that to clutter up your hand. I get to shoot back, but I have 4 attack here. He's got 10 defense, so it's not enough to kill him. So this goes to the bottom of the, yeah. So that was a bad on my part, I think. Now, what I could do, I'm going to go ahead and spend my XP to repair my ship. I've got 3 XP.
How much shield did you have?
I had 2 shield.
Wouldn't it only be 5 damage instead of the 3?
8 minus 5 is 3.
He hit you for 8? I thought it was 7.
No, he hit me for 5. He hit me for 7. Subtract 2 from the shields that I had.
Oh, that's 5.
It's 5 damage. So I started with 8. So 8 minus 5 is 3.
Okay, math.
Math. So I'm going to spend my 3 XP to repair up to 6. And that, I think, is enough for me at this point in time. Okay, so failed explore, took some damage. These are the voyages of the crappy ship.
I'm going
Hathaway. Or Star... This is a Stargazer / Hathaway ship.
I will discard... I'm going to use Jordy and discard these two. To bring out 2.
Okay.
1, 2. Okay.
Okay. I'm guessing you're very happy with your cards that you had. Yeah.
That's horrible. 5. Can't do anything. 5. Except get this. I need money. That's what
See.
I need.
Well, you need XP, yeah. Alright, so you get 5 cards for your hand. Alright, so here that's what I'm talking about. Lieutenant, Commander, Lieutenant, Lieutenant. Okay.
Oh my. I give up.
Alright, so 5, 7, 9, 11. Okay, so I've got 11 buying power here. I like Tog for his speed and his attack. So, although I like Jordy.
Can you see the rule book real quick? Sorry. While you're doing that.
Uh-huh. Wow. That Tog, I want Jordy because Jordy is Jordy, but at the same time, select one opponent, that player discards 1 card. You know what? I'm gonna use, I'm gonna use my, well, that is a really good card. That +3/+3 would help a lot during a battle. All right, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and buy this for 9. I have 2 XP left, which I don't think I can do anything with. Tomahawk. You may discard 1 character with a cost of 5 or less from 1 opponent's bridge. Jeez, a lot of nasty cards in here. All right, and I think I'm done.
Okay.
So you can go ahead and. Sorry, Jordy. That Ferengi, I couldn't pass up that +3/+3 on that.
Yeah.
Although his shield is kind of nice. Oh, I'm going to use that 2 XP that I didn't spend last turn to replenish up to 8. There we go.
Nice.
I had 11, I spent 9, 2 left. 6 + 2 is 8.
This is dog.
Chewy, settle down.
Chewy.
I should have named you Chewy, seriously. With the amount of moaning that you do, yeah, I'm talking to you.
Oh, man, I don't have to.
I did not call you over here. I was just talking
I will
to you.
upgrade a character. I'll use this.
Okay, you're going to upgrade Starfleet Academy to upgrade the lieutenant or the ensign?
I'll do the lieutenant.
Lieutenant?
Yeah, whatever.
Okay.
And move 1 character to discard, from discard to hand, doesn't really matter. So I'm not even gonna bother.
You're done?
Yeah.
Alright, so I get 5 for my turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Phasers, Natasha Yar, Ensign, okay, Starfleet Academy. I'm going to go ahead and spend my Starfleet Academy to upgrade my Ensign to a Lieutenant. I will... No, I don't know if the upgrading... I guess upgrading is the same as purchasing, so normally purchases go here. So I'm thinking that's the right thing to do. If it's not, oh well. I can upgrade a maneuver. I've got 2 maneuvers here, phasers and evasive maneuvers.
Nice.
But is there any maneuvers here that costs 5? I don't see any, no. So I can't use her ability at all. These maneuvers, that's 6, this is 8. These are all 3. So, this isn't going to work. Okay, so I have to be done with this then. That was kind of crappy.
Sorry.
It's alright, it's all good. That's deck builders for you.
Oh my gosh, here we go.
What happened to this table? Oh my gosh!
The cards are slippery. It's not our fault.
Ah!
Con.
Con!
Which one's this one?
Okay. Ah!
Or this.
Shoo shoo.
gross.
I can't not adjust cards. I just can't. And I want to so arrange your cards much neater. Like your tricorder is sitting on top of the commander. Oh my god, it's hurting. It hurts.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
I will.
Oh my gosh. Can't even look.
Oh, please.
This is your chance to cheat.
I'm gonna use this.
What is this? So you're gonna buy Tomahawk. You may discard one character with a cost of 5 or less from one opponent's bridge. Oh man. So if I play a card and this comes up, you can...
Yeah, and I don't like it. I'll just tell you to discard it.
Well, so when do you play this? You may discard one character with a cost of 5. See, that's the thing. The way the rules say, like, I'm just saying, on your turn, this is your bridge here, not your hand.
Yeah.
That means that in order for this, it doesn't say on an opponent's turn. This says you may so I'm thinking during a battle, when we're battling each other, that's when you can discard one character.
Really?
That's correct.
I thought it was as soon as you put it in your bridge.
But it's like, not your turn.
No, it's when it is my turn.
But I have no cards in my bridge at that point in time.
But aren't you always supposed to take out cards?
No.
Kind of like in Mystic Vale, always...
No.
Really?
They stay in, your cards stay in your hand. This is my hand. If you were to play that right now, I have 0 cards in my bridge, so that card would not work there. Only when, that does not say on an opponent's turn. That says you may discard, that I'm thinking that is during combat. Yeah, so if you want to rethink that, feel free.
I didn't. I thought like
No.
you always have cards on the bridge.
No, you do not. That Mystic Vale is an exception to the standard rule.
I thought, but Ascension does the same thing.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does. Like
no, it doesn't.
As soon as you do that, the opponent's cards are already out there.
No, they're not.
Really?
Correct.
Oh.
The only cards that are face up in Ascension are the permanent cards. If your standard hand, whenever you're done with it, it goes into your discard pile, and you draw 5 more, and that's it. Your area is clean. The only cards that are ever face up are like Star Realm, Star Bases, or Ascension permanent cards that are face up, that kind of thing. Okay. But there's your area here is always clear when it's not your turn.
I see.
So that effect, had it said on an opponent's turn, then yeah, I can see that. Do that. I can see that.
Yeah,
but because it doesn't say that, I think this is during a battle.
Okay.
So if you want to spend your XP on something else, go ahead.
I had 7.
All right. So what would you like to buy?
Oh, nothing.
Okay. It's up.
Well, hold on.
I mean, you still get +3/+2 from him.
Yeah.
Don't be taking my Jordy. I'll have words.
Yeah, please. I might actually take him. I like his defense.
Okay. That's some pretty high defense there.
It's only 2. Because you can only remove up to 2.
No, but what if there are other card effects that heal you on your turn? There are other cards in the deck, I'm sure, that heal you. So, yeah, if you just have him, then yeah, your shield value would be 2, plus the amount that you healed. But here's the thing, though. If you're at full health already, that means you can't heal past your value. Remove up to 2 damage from your flagship. X number of shields is equal to the amount of damage that was removed from your flagship plus 2. So if you're at full health already, you would not remove damage from your ship.
Okay.
So then you'd have 0 shields for that encounter. So that he works great when you've got maybe 5 or 6 health. You can play him, get to full health, and then you'll have shields to spend for, you know what I mean?
No, but you'll help me when we get into
Well, no, think about it. How much health do you have?
I have 8.
Can you get past 8 right now? No.
So if I got hit.
So this card says, remove up to 2 damage from your flagship. Can you remove damage if you're at full health? Can you remove damage if you're at full health? No.
No.
Correct?
I guess not.
So the following condition says, X is equal to the number of damage that was removed from your flagship this turn.
Okay.
So if you didn't remove any damage, then your shield would be 0.
Okay.
So
so that's the amount of shield. Okay.
This only works if you only get shields if you remove damage.
I see.
You
mean if I got hit?
If from a previous turn,
okay.
If you got hit, and let's say you were down to 4 health, and then you play Jordy to your tableau.
Yeah.
His effect says restore 2.
Yeah.
4 to 6.
Yeah.
Now you have 2 shields there.
Okay.
Other scenario, you're at 8. You play Jordy to your tableau. You're already at full health, so you can't repair any damage. So this X is equal to 0. So during an encounter, this shield is 0.
It's so worded weird.
I know.
Because I thought, okay, if you get hit, right? Like, let's say I took 4 damage, right? The amount of damage that was removed from your flagship, that's 4.
Yeah, but...
Plus 2, 6. So do I have 6 shield? That's what I thought.
No. You can't apply shield to a hit that you took previously.
Yeah, I know. That's weird.
If that were the case, how would the shields work during the damage?
Yeah.
Not after.
I just wish it was worded differently.
Are you gonna take Jordy then?
Yeah, I am.
All right. So we draw a new one here.
I took my card. I'll take it.
Fine. Are you done? You take 5 cards.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Wow.
All right. Select one opponent. That player discards 1 card from their hand. You may gain that discarded card. No, you select it.
Oh, I select it?
Select one opponent. That player discards 1 card from their hand, and if I want, I can take it. So take one that's correct. I don't want the ensign. So you just discard it. You have to discard it.
That's okay.
Okay. So Picard, you may gain 1 commander to your hand. I will take the commander, put it in my hand, and play it. So this is not bad. I might explore again.
Wow.
I've got 9 buying power, so I'd really like to buy with Sela. Name 1 card, peek at each opponent's hand. If they have that card in their hand, they must discard 1 copy of it. +2, +2, +2. I want a card with some good stats on it, basically. Maneuvers and setups cost you 3 less. That's +3, +2, +1. So if I have 9, I don't know. I kind of like her, but because I need to start getting some diplomacy so I can get better ships. Although Sela has +2, +2, +2 on it as well. You know what? I'm going to take Sela. I'm going to go ahead and spend 9 XP to get Sela. And I got my commander from him. Did this effect. Not going to. I'm going to go ahead and explore again. And
oh, nice! You can explore again.
No, well, I haven't explored yet.
Yeah, that's right.
So I'm going to go ahead and explore. This is a 200-point mission event. Goal 10 diplomacy.
Oh my gosh!
I don't have it. Oh my. Okay, well.
That's halfway done.
Well, no, but I didn't. No, I'm actually destroyed.
Why?
Goal, I need 10 diplomacy.
Yeah.
This is an event. I have to resolve it now. So here's the thing. This is not a mission. This is an event. I need 10 diplomacy. I've got 0, 2 diplomacy, and this says fail. If your flagship receives 10 damage, then shuffle this card into the space deck. So basically, I take 10 damage.
Don't you have defense?
I have no defense. I have 8 defense, no shields. So I get destroyed. So the way this works is all of my cards go into my discard pile. I take 1 ensign from here. I restore all my health, and my turn ends.
Wait, why do you take the ensign?
That's when you blow up, you take an ensign from the thing. That's what the rules say.
Okay.
So I have to shuffle this back into the deck.
Okay.
Just put it in the middle, and then I'll just shuffle.
So, okay.
That was a one-time event.
Okay.
Basically, it's if you complete it, 200 points, you're halfway done. If you don't complete it, you take 10 damage. And because my starting ship only has 8 and I had no shields, I got blown up.
that whole deck gets shuffled?
That's what it said. Shuffle it back into the deck is what it said. So it's gonna come up again, maybe. We'll see. So that was fun. So far I'm 0 for 2. 1 failed battle and 1 destruction. So yeah, that's great so far. Good job, guys.
I have to wonder, if your ship gets blown up, couldn't you heal with all your XP?
You can't do, no.
You can't? Okay.
No, you can't, no.
I figured not.
You can't, your ship is a floating wreck. You can't go, oh, these ensigns, we're gonna glue the ship back together with these ensigns. You know, that's morbid, eh?
Yeah.
Alright, so here's 5 cards for my next turn. Okay. That was nasty. My gosh, Q, what are you doing to me?
That was Q?
That was Q. That was an event.
Okay.
That was 200
Now it
points.
doesn't surprise me. Discard any number of cards from your hand.
Let's see what I have first off. Okay, well, that's not so bad. 2, 3, 4.
I'm gonna explore.
Okay.
You get +1 explore. Goal: flagship without damage. 2+. What?
All right.
This for me?
All right. So this is a mission. This will remain. Okay. So the flip effect is you get +1 explore, meaning that if you want to try and complete this, you can. The goal is flagship without damage. 2+2+ basic characters. So you've got 2 basic characters here. You've got.
But I have no diplomacy at all.
It doesn't matter. Does it say diplomacy on here?
I don't know.
It doesn't. It says goal, flagship without damage. You've got no damage. And 2 basic characters, 2+ basic characters.
Oh.
So you completed this mission. You're going to spend your other explore that you got from this +1.
Okay.
You spent your base. You spent your 1 explore to flip this.
Yeah.
This gave you +1 explore.
Oh,
so now you can use that to complete this mission. You get 25 points, and as a reward, draw 2 cards now or at the end of your turn. So you can either draw 2 cards to add to these to do stuff, or when you at the end of your turn, when you're drawing 5 new ones, you can draw an additional 2.
Oh, interesting.
So you decide what you want to do. And that stays in your score pile for.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I guess I'll draw 2 cards now then.
Okay, go for it.
1, 2.
Good job.
That's 8. Thank you. That was cool. Oh, interesting. I'm gonna 3, 6, 7, 8. Shoot. I will discard. I will use Jordy to discard this one.
Okay, so you're going to draw 1 from your deck.
Move 1 character from your discard area to your hand.
Alright, so if you want to use that to maybe get a commander or lieutenant.
That's what I was thinking.
Anyone with that, because you've got 8 XP there, so 1 more ought to push you into the 9.
Yeah, but there's no 9, so it's kind of...
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it would be kind of pointless.
Unless... Okay, this is what I'll do. I'm going to take the commander out here.
And you can upgrade your lieutenant to a commander.
Yeah, I used this to take that.
Right.
Now I'm going to use this
to upgrade your to get a commander.
For that. And that goes here, right?
Right. And now you've got 9 XP.
Now I'm going to buy this one.
Okay, now what does she do?
Maneuvers and setups cost you 3 less.
Okay, so she's got +3, +2, +1, +3 speed, +2 attack, +1 diplomacy, and maneuvers and setups cost you 3 less. Mm-hmm. So you can acquire more cards that way.
So you can buy as many cards as long as you have the money.
Correct. Yeah, the XP. Yep.
Okay.
New card is Peak Performance. This is a setup. Upgrade 1 other card in your hand or bridge to 1 card from Starbase, costing up to 3 more. So this is a way to upgrade cards. Okay. All right. So